We'll now offer some special remembrances, and we will begin with Richmond Police Officer Kiefer Uphouse.
Good afternoon. I'm Kiefer Uphouse. Some of you guys know me as Seara's work husband. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for coming here to honor Seara. It really means a lot to us in the family. Seara's mere presence was inspiring. She knew her calling was to serve her community. And when her time came to do so, it was always at the highest level in all aspects. The thing about it is anybody who was around her, she expected nothing than the best. She was competent and trustworthy. She was not afraid to make a decision and stand by it. She would have nothing but the safety of her fellow officers on her mind. We spent a lot of time on the phone, almost all the time. Even if it was just at the end of shift, she would stay on the phone with me all the way out to my house in the forest after every shift to make sure I made it home to my family. She hated to lose, even in the smallest of situations, including basketball, which, mind you, she never let me forget. She was outspoken and driven in all aspects of her life. When she set her mind to do something, there was no stopping her. She had a smile and a laugh that would undoubtedly make you follow her anywhere. When she met an amazing woman, she told me there was no doubt that she was going to spend the rest of her life with her. And baby mama was her forever. She made sure that she told me that every day. She had an amazing gift to speak with people, and it did not matter the situation or age. She met my little man for the first time and treated him as if he was hers. She loved to sit and watch all the ridiculous things my wife would send videos of her and him doing on Snapchat each night on shift. Every time she was around my son, she would hold him and tell him about her wee-wee car that was just like Daddy's. It meant the world to us. I am honored and proud to have had the opportunity to call you my partner and my best friend. I know that my son and fellow officers will forever have a guardian angel. Thank you for everything. I miss you. I love you, baby girl. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Officer Uphouse. We'd now like to invite Muncie Police Detective Mariah Copeland to share some thoughts.
Good afternoon. My name is Allison Compton,
And I'm Mariah Copeland.
and 3.5 years ago, we made up 2/3 of room 111 at the Indiana Law Enforcement Academy. On February 4th, 2019, we walked in the doors of ILEA with no idea what to expect. Personally, I was terrified. They lined us up in alphabetical order, and as we stood, the drill instructors walked around and shouted at random basics, demanding they recite the meaning of close order drill, which was a short paragraph you were told to memorize before class started. I remember shaking so badly that I felt like my whole body was vibrating. Seara happened to be standing right in front of me, and I took comfort in seeing that her shoulders were shaking as badly as I knew mine were. During a break period, we were able to go to our rooms and talk with what would become our roommates for the next 16 weeks. There had somehow been a typo on our room name card, and they had spelled Seara's name S-E-R-A. They eventually corrected it, but I called her Seara for 2 weeks before she finally corrected me.
We went through what we called the suck together. Our friendship grew, later to become the 3 best friends that anyone could have. We made our memories, jumping out of closets, scaring the life out of each other, trying Seara's weird vegan food, and making funny videos.
I remember coming home on the weekends and telling my parents about our week at the academy. I would talk about the pranks that Mariah, Seara, and I had pulled on each other, times in class where we were fighting to not get caught laughing, and the ridiculous notes with illustrations we would pass each other. I distinctly remember my mom asking me, "Isn't police academy not supposed to be fun?" I suppose for some basics this was the case, but this did not apply to room 111. The 3 of us instantly connected and became friends. Every experience was fun because I got to go through them with my friends. Even the week of DT training, where Seara literally beat me up 4 days straight. When people speak of her strength, I can vouch for that.
There was a break period where 3 of us were hanging out in our room. Many of you know this story, but Seara happened to be shopping online for tactical pants on her phone. At one point, she said, "Well, that's weird." And we both asked what she meant, and she stated, "They have pants on here, and the color is odd green." Alice and I instantly started laughing, and for the rest of the academy, we referred to OD green as odd green.
During our last week at the academy, as one final friendship bonding moment, I rearranged our bedroom furniture and pushed all 3 of our twin-size beds together to create Mega Bed. Don't worry, there is video evidence of this. All I can say is, thank God that there was no room inspection that day.
We graduated in May of 2019, and each went to our separate departments. We had a running Snapchat group message called Room 111, where we would talk daily. We often had late-night 3-way FaceTime calls and met up for dinner. We would tell each other about different calls we'd been on and kept each other updated on our personal lives. We never saw each other as much as we wanted, but we made it work.
I still remember when Seara told us about this girl she had been seeing, and she told us how she knew, this one is different. I think it was all but 2 weeks later she told us she knew that she was going to marry this girl. Some time went by, they got engaged, and Seara finally got the canine partner she dreamed of. She was the happiest we'd ever seen her. We got to know baby mama, and we understood why our Seara loved her so much. She was a wonderful person who supported our friend in every way, and I'm so glad that they both got to experience the kind of love that they shared.
Seara was the most loving person. I remember a time when we were all supposed to hang out, but I was sick and couldn't make it. And a few hours later, I heard a knock on my front door. Who was it? None other than Seara, who drove over an hour to bring me chicken nuggets. We all had our struggles. Sorry. We all had our struggles, but it didn't matter what Seara was going through. She always made time to talk and be there for me, and I honestly don't think that I would be the person that I am today without her friendship. She was the most unselfish person and always wanted to make sure that we were okay, regardless of what she was going through. I couldn't have asked for a better friend to be a part of my life. We were fortunate enough to be able to get dinner together while Seara was in K-9 training, and we got to meet Brev. We took several pictures together, and at one point, I accidentally hit record instead of taking a photo. But I couldn't be more thankful for that now, because this short video catches the most accurate representation of our friendship, with the three of us laughing at ourselves. We both have watched this video over and over again within the last month.
There isn't enough time in the day to be able to explain the kind of person Seara was. She was a badass. You will hear that from everyone. Strong, a fighter, respected. This is all true. But we were lucky enough to get to see a side of her that not everyone got to see. If you had a relationship with Seara, whether it was as a family member or a friend, you got 100% of her. I hate hugs, hate them. But one of my favorite things about Seara was the hug I would get when I hadn't seen her in a while. You could legitimately feel how much she loved you. As strong as she was willing to fight, she loved her people even stronger. As bad as we all hurt right now, I can guarantee not a single person here would wish that they had never met her. If you were lucky enough to truly know her, then like me, you're a better person for it.
Seara, Bub, Buddy, I wish I could talk to you again and tell you about all the things, and just crack up like we used to. To call you and hear, "Hey, Bub," just making that buddy check to catch up and share the tea of what was going on in our lives. You will forever be missed, but I know that you will always be with us.
I will think about you every time I max out at the gym, every time I sit down in the tattoo chair, and every time I wear odd green. I promise I'll love your family, I will love baby mama, and I'll do my best to honor you in everything that I do. I love you.
Love you, Bub. Thank you.